It is time for the Community Insider, our weekly partnership with the LA Sentinel, and correspondent Leah Zora joining us now in studio with more. Always good to have you and to see what's coming up in the paper. So you're starting out with an iconic restaurant celebrating 50 years?
Yes. So Greg Dulan, the family restaurant, is celebrating 50 years of business.
Wow.
And it's really exciting. This restaurant has been around since 1975. They actually started as a small hamburger stand, and it's just evolved into this LA classic. And we had a chance recently to speak with Greg, and he told us about the trials and tribulations that they've been experiencing. You know, they were around during the civil unrest of the Rodney King riots. They were around, you know, when the pandemic was shutting down a lot of restaurants, and they had to adapt like a lot of places. And also the changing demographics, it's really difficult. And so one of the biggest things that they thought was going to be sort of a threat to their business was DoorDash, of all things. But it actually has really boosted their business. They went from being scared of it to partnering and having a 25% increase in their sales.
Wow.
And it increased so much that they actually had to open up a separate location just for takeout orders, just to meet demand. And, you know, despite their success, they have really been committed to service in the community. So they've been wanting to just help people. So especially after the LA fires, they came together, partnered with World Central Kitchen, and handed out over 40,000 meals to first responders and people in need. So it's really exciting, and they're just excited to keep the legacy going.
Okay, well, next you have an important resource fair.
Yeah, so the Hawthorne Career Expo and Career Fair is happening pretty soon, April 24th. And there's going to be a lot of big businesses and small ones. So if you're looking for a job, hoping to network or connect with other entrepreneurs, this is it for you. So, and the best part, it's absolutely free. So get your tickets soon because it's likely to sell out. And it was actually created by Mayor Pro Temp Manning. And there will be representatives from companies like Ford, Chase, Live Nation, and the city of Hawthorne. They're looking for people to fill positions of all different industries. So don't be worried if there's not something there. There's a ton of opportunities. And there will actually be panels as well. So you can learn while you're there about entrepreneurship, career growth, and industry trends.
Okay.
So,
and finally, the workshop for women.
yeah, so the Wisepause Wellness Fair is coming up. It's actually this Saturday.
Okay.
And this is something, if you haven't heard of, you know, menopause is a taboo subject, unfortunately. And this is a conference that was founded to really help women with menopause and midlife healthcare in general. And it was founded by a woman named Denise Pines, who has been leading the charge for a while. She's actually pushing Senate Bill AB 360, which would improve menopause training with healthcare professionals. And it's really cool. There's going to be a keynote speaker. Her name is Lavinia Errico. She's the co-founder of Equinox. I'm sure you've heard of that. And the founder of Move Joy. There will be all sorts of discussions like menopause brain, hormone health, and there will be one-on-one talks and lunch. So get your ticket.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And for all the information on these stories and so much more, check out this week's edition of the Los Angeles Sentinel. Scan that QR code right there on your screen for all of the details.